Hello, everybody. Today we have one of the most renowned and upcoming radiologists from the Delhi NCR region, Dr. Shweta Singh Yadav. She is going to talk about all the aspects of radiology, and I must say that this is for those aspirants who are opting for radiology in the this session or the coming session, and she will throw light and also bring out the realities of the radiology that nobody talks about and so, you took radiology after radiology in back in 2016. So, why did you take radiology at that point of time, seeing that you were getting all the branches you wanted?
So my answer would be like I didn't want to take any other branches. That's why I went for radiology.
So, right now, if anybody taking radiology, he has two paths, whether to go for
Hmm.
corporate and whether to go for their own private setup. So, which one to go for and which one is desirable for which kind of people? So, what you would recommend?
Every corporate or private setup has its own perks, and I think a person should work in both. Then they should decide where they wanna work.
Seeing your experience, what you experienced in corporate setup and what you experienced when you are opening your center right now. So what's the difference you have felt?
In corporate setup, you become a part of a community and all this. You have like a different sort of atmosphere in this. You don't focus on just money. You focus on learning also in corporate setup. But in private, when you go into the private setup, either it's own or some small labs also. It's true for some small labs also. So in those setups, you just focus on earning only. No learning experience, no learning curve, and nothing like that.
Okay, you're talking about learning experience. So even if in corporate he or she learns a lot, so what is the pinnacle? Well, where will he reach or will reach?
Medical line itself is a whole life learning process. So growth, you'll obviously growth it doesn't stop there. Ki right, ki okay, new diseases आती रहती हैं. You get to learn that. In private setup में रहते हो तो you don't, growth रुक जाती है. Like you become static and becomes monotonous after certain days or certain weeks or months. In corporate, you get to know a lot of things.
So corporate setup is for someone who is more interested academically, and whereas
Yes. 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 Obviously,
private.
if you're interested economically and if money is not a consideration for you, then yes, corporate setup always.
Okay. So let us deep dive into the costs and nitty-gritty involved in setting up a private center as you have opened recently. So firstly, I would like to ask that what is the cost of setting up a radiology center?
Cost, see, any setup, either radiology or hospital or something like that, you need to decide where do you want to open it. So that place, rent and all this that comes. Then it depends on the area also. If you're in, for example, let's consider I'm staying in Delhi only. So I've opened my center in central Delhi. So specifically the rates are on higher side over there, right? So rent quite high. Since staff ki salary is quite high compared to other areas. Then comes the cost of machines also. Like ultrasound machines cost around 30, 35, 50. It can go up to 50, 60, 70 lakhs also. Depends. And can come in 10, 15 lakhs also. But considering the average of that, 30 to 30, you can get that. When it comes to X-ray machines that can come in 8 or 9 lakhs, it can go up to 20 lakhs. So considering 13, 14 lakhs for X-ray machine also. So on uh, Mota Mota, we can say that like it will be around 50 lakhs minimum initial amount which you need.
Okay, machinery you are talking about around 30 lakhs. That is, and for the land cost is around you. What you are saying? What is your monthly rent?
It's around 50, 60.
50 60, so it's quite a lot. So 50 60, and after that most of us are belonging from middle class, lower middle class, or upper middle class. So more whatever they buying, whichever machine they would be buying, they would be most probably doing it on loans, so that capital cost would also include. So it amounts to a significant cost. But what are the returns? I mean, how much time does it take from starting opening a center and then starting it in its full capacity?
If you can, let's say A point you just open the center, and let's say the B point when you become even, like Whatever you have invested till now, you have earned that much, and now everything will go into profit. You want to know that point, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what time between A to B? How much time actually? It's not easy to say, I think so, but 1 or 2 year minimum. 2 years, I can say that minimum. So, mother, you need to earn at least 50 lakhs, right? So, counting that to 24 months, you need to earn it every month, like what? 2 lakhs something, right? है ना? Minimum. That is the minimum amount you need to earn. So, for that, for reaching to two, it's difficult actually. Initially, 6 months or 1 year, it's so difficult. Second year, you can reach easily two. In third year, you can reach three, four, something like that.
Okay.
So, at least 2 to 3 years, you need that. You need that buffer, 2 to 3 years.
How much time does it take to earn the local doctors' trust that are referring patient to you, or some direct patients coming directly to you? So, and how difficult it is to attract and bring new patients to your clinic? What are the bottlenecks that you are experiencing right now?
See, when you go into a market, nobody knows you, right? You have to reach the patients by yourself. You have to spend on that also, advertising, marketing, all this. It takes time. Any advertising and any marketing thing, it does take time. So, getting the patients in an initial stage for 6 months or 1 year, it's too difficult. Yes, but yes, once people know you, once doctors get to know about you, then yes, you can easily attract patients. Then
Okay, so it is quite difficult. It is not as simple as people think right now.
I think opening a center, hospital, nothing is easy. It's
Okay.
not that easy. It looks. So that's why people opt for medical colleges and they would opt for working in corporate or private setup somewhere. Very
Okay.
few people actually open their own.
What are the fee splitting scenario right now? I know that very few doctors are involved in fee splitting, and but I have heard that fee splitting is involved up to the extent of 50%. Have you heard of any such case that where 50% fee splitting has been is being done?
Honestly speaking, yes, there are a few doctors who do ask. There are many who don't ask. So it's like there is no data on that. How many are they? How many they ask? It depends on person to person, place to place.
Okay, but it is true that people are asking up to the extent of 50%, and they're expecting a radiologist to part that much of income.
Somewhere, yes. At some places, yes. Some doctors might be.
Okay, but you don't have any first-hand experience right now, I guess.
Mm.
Right now, right now, people are saying that artificial intelligence is going to take over radiologist job. So, and it is going to be radiologist job is going to become more cheaper and cheaper. That is, people are going to pay less for the same amount of job that you're doing right now. Is it true? Are you feeling that this is?
AI is a upcoming field, yes. There are so many advances in that, which has happened in last decade. It's true. AI will come, yes, in every field. It's not just in radiology. In every field, it will come. But in India, I think it will take some time. And I don't know what are the future implications of AI as of now until unless I see it in front of my. I haven't read enough about that, so I can't comment on that as of now.
Okay. Then people, I've seen that a lot of people that are involved in opening their own center are only restricted to ultrasound practice. Is it really hard to break it into CT scan sector? And I heard that many of the centers that have opened their CT scan center in COVID are becoming non-functional right now, or they're not able to generate profit. Is it true?
So there are two parts to the question you asked me. Yes. First one is like yes, the radiologists are taught from the beginning that ultrasound is the bread and butter of radiology field. Okay, so that's why it's like everything depends on input and output. So in ultrasound input is less, output is good. है ना? When it comes to CT and MR, input is too much, and to break even like it for ultrasound, I just initial conversation I told you like it will take 3 years, है ना? But in terms of CT and MR, it will take 4 or 5 years maybe. So that's why people don't go for CT and MR because it needs investment in terms of CRs, 1, 2, 3, something like that. No, and not every middle class person has that much money on their hand, है ना? Although taking loan is easy, but loan वापस देना भी है, it will take a lot of time and it will increase the stress also. So people don't go for that easy unless they have earned enough in terms of ultrasound and all this. And yes, second part was like in COVID. Yes, in COVID, yes, in initial wave, many people realized that okay, when this COVID category, the COVID this criteria came, so many people thought that okay, city is a good form of investment. Or whoever had money, they installed the city machine over there. But in second wave, ऐसा नहीं हुआ exactly. So yes, many people have gotten into loss because of that. But eventually, earn I hope so.
Okay, now coming to the academic part, that many people are focusing on going into interventional radiology. So, what are the perks of getting into interventional radiology, and who are the candidates that should opt for interventional radiology?
The radiology is said to be like you're not supposed to interact with patients, you're not supposed to take risk in terms of surgery part and all this. So interventional radiology brings all of that. So whoever is interested, like they don't want to be like non-clinical, they don't want to feel like that they are in a non-clinical branch, they can go for interventional radiology. Yes, it has a future, but in India, I don't think so. As of now, no, there's no market for that. But yes, in later 5 or 10 years later, yes, interventional radiology will be a boom. Like okay, like it's least invasive surgery and all this.
But opening your own center would be a difficult task, I guess. Opening your own center would be a difficult task in interventional radiology.
You want to set up in a small area. If you don't want to go for something high-fi, if you're okay with ultrasound machines of 15 lakhs and all that, you can open it. Yes. In terms of money and all this, but yes, stress है, management issue हो जाता है, patients लाना, ये सारी issues है. If you're ready for that, you can open it. It's not that hard, that difficult.
Okay, and one of the most important questions is radiology field getting saturated, and in the near future it is going to get saturated. Is it true?
Yeah, in fact, every branch is getting saturated, but जिस हिसाब से radiology का वो बना हुआ है, like how whatever you say, everyone wants to make radiology, the top of radiology, so that should people should know. It's not like that. मतलब बहुत सारे private medical colleges भी आ गए हैं, तो branches बहुत हो गए हैं, बहुत doctors हो गए हैं. So obviously there is saturation in every field, I guess.
Yeah,
radiology more so.
Okay, but what your experience in the last 10 years? Because back in the last time before 2015, 16.
Central Delhi, and I'm running well and all this, so I can't say that for sure. Okay, it's getting saturated, but down the line 5 years, yes, it will get saturated.
So this is going to drastically bring down the income of radiology. Do you agree to that?
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Everything depends on demand supply.
Okay. Anything that you want to add?
So me being a radiologist, I'll definitely suggest people to go for radiology without any second thoughts if they are not driven by this patient-centric and all these type of thoughts and all this. So they don't want clinical and all experience, and then radiology is a good branch.
If you are a male radiologist, who should you marry?
Yeah, see, male radiologist should marry a gynec probably.
And if you are a female,
Huh?
And if you are a female radiologist, then
she can marry anyone. You know, she's the luckiest person in terms of like she'll have benefit from every branch, and the branch will also get benefit from this radiology. But preferably medical surgery.
Okay. Derma will not have that kind of reference.
Derma of also I think don't think so for hoga. ENT में CT marker होगा ultrasound is not that much significant, right? बाकी radiology can go to anyone, any branch. Just name it. Radiology will be there.
Great. So why should people take radiology?
हाँ, अगर if you're not driven by ये मैंने पहले बोला था कि patient को देखना है ये सब करना है, if you're not driven by that thought, then radiology is the best branch for reason you have flexible working hours, you earn well. ये सब झंझट नहीं है, legal cases का और इन सब का झंझट नहीं होता. Directly yes true, directly patient interaction इतना नहीं है, ठीक है. So वो सब नहीं होता कि जो पहले होता है गाइनिक में कि हाँ भाई बहुत सारे लोग आ गए हैं, लड़ाई झगड़ा हो रहा है, ये सब कभी टेक्निकल सेंटर में देखेंगे हम. तो ease है, stress कम है in terms of this. और आजकल जिस हिसाब से patient variant हो गए हैं तो सबसे radiology बिल्कुल लेना चाहिए.
Okay. So what are the disadvantages of joining in corporate sector?
Why should people not join corporate? Okay. Autonomy, there is less autonomy, less income. Okay. That's the only con I can think of corporate as of now.
So I heard many people say that if you're going in the corporate sector, then sooner or later they are going to replace you with this new coming batches.
No. It's not that fun. It's not that easy. No. It happens in small labs, in fact. And corporate, you go on that agreement basis. And it usually of years only.
It is of?
Years, in terms of years.
Okay.
So they don't replace it that way.
So what is the agreement like? For how many years have you heard that they have done?
Sometimes 1 year, sometimes 5 years, sometimes 3 years. Depends on your negotiation power.
But they are free to replace you after 5 years, I guess.
After 5 years, nobody does that because you become at ease and all this.
Okay. But then your salary also becomes static at that point of time. They don't increase that.
They don't increase 10% every year.
Okay.
And but compared to inflation, that is very less.
And how's the workload there?
Very less.
Very less?
Yes. Well, some days are yes, you have to work a lot. Some days are like your cash. It goes that way. On an average, it is okay.
Okay. How to guess the saturation? If a particular place is saturated or not? How to guess that?
The number of centers over there, the number of vacancies over there, the number of patients over there. In terms of what? What are you asking exactly? Saturated in terms of what?
If someone wants to open their own radiology center.
If you want to open that, so how to decide? Where should you open it? Yeah. See, always choose a place where there is some government setup nearby.
Tell me the salary of it.
Depends on area. Just like recently, say peripheries, it can go up to 6 or 7. Okay. But in central areas, 4 or 5, for some 4
to 5 lakh per month. Okay. And if you have opened your own center, then what is the maximum that you can earn?
Anything 3 years, nothing. You'll be paying whatever you have invested till now. After 3 years, 2, 3, 4, depends. Some of the people whom I know, they are having like 6 or 10, up to 8 or 10 every month.
8 or 10 lakhs per month?
Yes.
So then what is after taking so much of risk and everything, we are getting around only 4 or 5 as a profit, and it is not so much big of profit, I guess.
Hey, if you earn, it's like curve type होता है ना. It's not earning initially इतना है. Eventually you're going to grow, मतलब increase ही होना है ना? आप जॉब में रहोगे इसमें इंक्रीमेंट होगा, बहुत कम होगा. अपना खुद खोलोगे रिस्क ज्यादा है तो गेन भी ज्यादा होगा. That's the point.
So if you by opening only a radiology center, that is ultrasound center, how much an individual radiologist can peak? I mean, by doing itself, that is he's only the owner and he's only doing the ultrasound and everything. So what is the maximum earning that can go?
वही इसके बाद सब्जेक्ट कैसा क्वेश्चन है, मतलब लाइक 5 इयर्स के बाद हम बात करते हैं कि 5 इयर्स के बाद क्या होगा सिनेरियो, है ना? You have been running your own center. So जैसे एक्सपीरियंस है मेरा, खुद को मैंने बाकी जगह देखा, उस हिसाब से मैं बता रही हूँ. Let's say some of my juniors who are opening periphery, they are earning good 15, 16 or something like that every month, है ना?
Okay, that's a great thing.
हाँ, exactly. But अगर आपका business है, what you do is whatever you want, you invest in that thing only. Okay. So they start CT and MR and all this thing. They start hospitals also around that level. So they start doing that. In areas like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Kolkata, it will be difficult to reach that level. It will take years actually.
Okay. You have really told a very eye-opening statement you gave. Money is not that easy in radiology as everybody thinks of.
Okay. Why did people choose radiology? Money is good in initial stage. Like if DM gets through, some DM joins in Delhi or something like good area, they'll hardly earn 2 or 3 every month. Not more than that. That's true. Radiologists will get 4 or 5 easily after coming just out of PG. So that's why they go for radiology.
And what is the scenario after, let's say, 20 years? He turns for 50 or 55 years of age. Then how much will be the DM one will be earning, and what would be the earning of a radiologist? What would be the difference?
Obviously, that would be unless you start your own setup, you won't be earning much. You'll be starting at 5, 7, 6, 7 job, not more than that. है ना? वहीं करते रहोगे जॉब तो. खुद का स्टार्ट करोगे हो सकता है 20, 10, 15 कर रहे हो सकता है आराम से इजीली. इसलिए लोग अपना खोलते हैं. क्योंकि उनको पता है कि किसी का करते रहेंगे तो इतना ही अर्न करते रहेंगे वो हमेशा. Do you feel that you have lost the connect to the patient? That is, if somebody is thinking of that direct patient contact and patient really... Yeah, you don't get that satisfaction of treatment wala, कि patient ठीक हो गया तुम्हारी वजह से. You don't get that feeling, you won't get that satisfaction. You will be just limited to the diagnostic part. So yes, somewhere ऐसा लगता है less responsibility है तो less achievement भी कम feel होता है.
Okay. So
less satisfying in terms of that. Less rewarding हो सकता है.
लेकिन वही कुछ एस्पेक्ट ही आपको लाइफ में मिलेंगे, सब कुछ नहीं मिलेगा.
Exactly.
लाइफ अच्छा जितना भी पीछे भागो कुछ ही चीज मिलेगी. It's like रेत की तरह है, मुट्ठी बंद करोगे तो ठीक रह जाएगा.